going to start with Morant because the Grizzlies star, he's officially listed as doubtful, as I just mentioned, with right knee soreness. Memphis head coach Taylor Jenkins said yesterday that, quote, this injury is caused by that play. And you can see it right here. The play in question, Jordan Poole appears to be grabbing at Morant's knee in the fourth quarter of Golden State's win on Game 3. That was on Saturday night. So Ja Morant, he didn't speak at shoot-around yet. The last we heard from him was this now-deleted tweet. It was after the game. Morant tweeted, broke the code, a reference to Warriors head coach Steve Kerr saying that Ja's teammate Dylan Brooks broke the code with his flagrant foul on Gary Payton II in the second game of that series. So there is a whole lot to unpack here, but I want to start with that word code, if we could, guys. It's come up a lot. JJ and Richard, you guys played a combined 32 years in the NBA, so take us inside the locker room. When we hear that word code, what does that mean?
Well, it just means that the things that you were taught very, very early on in the game that you don't do. Like we talked about it when you know, the Dylan Brooks thing. We are taught at 10, 12, 13 years old in the park. It's like, why are they fighting? It's because he took out his legs or he went up for a dunk and he took him out. These are things that you were taught, and there's a ton of code, but it's mainly just about protecting players because at the end of the day, we are all on the same team. We are just competing against each other.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think any code was broken here on this particular play. There's a big difference, by the way, between launching yourself through the air towards the basket and having someone come and try to decapitate you or getting undercut. Like getting undercut is what he damn near took his head off.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there's a big difference between that and reaching in for the ball on a loose ball. You know, I've watched this play so many times. I think it's important to note, like, Ja Morant missed 9 games because of right knee soreness earlier in the year. He banged that knee on Klay Thompson earlier in the game. And on that particular play, in slow motion, you see his right leg move in all sorts of different directions. So, yeah, maybe he did get hurt on that play, but I have a hard time believing that Jordan Poole maliciously went in to hurt Ja Morant's knee.
Really quickly, it's a since deleted tweet. It is deleted because, you know, maybe some people got to him and be like, hey, Gary Payton II, he might not play again this season. Like your situation. And look, I feel bad for any player that's injured. I love Ja Morant. I don't want to see him miss 1 minute on the floor. But to try and compare those two plays, that's just very, very difficult.
So to be very clear here, this play, this Jordan Poole play, dirty or not? Richard?
Oh, not dirty. Just incidental contact. Remember when Draymond had to get stitches because in the game, Jordan Poole knocks the ball loose. Then he's swiping at it, and then as he comes back, his hand swipes it. There's no grab, there's no pull, there's no wrap and yank and twist. And it's still, I'm not saying that the injury didn't kind of get inflamed in that moment, but to say that there was that's intent or same type of oh, I'm gonna grab his leg and kind of jerk it, you know, the old Larry Bird, if your back was sore, he'd elbow you in the back on the first play. This isn't those type of things.
JJ, anything to add here?
Nothing to add. I'll reiterate that it was not a dirty play, and I don't believe there was any malicious intent on Jordan Poole's part.
All right. Yeah, that seems to be the eye test, and that is what the league deemed as well. Thank you both. We're going to be hearing both from you again very shortly.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.